Yeah.
Can y'all hear me though?
Trevor, how you sounding, man?
I feel like I sound crispy. How you sound over there?
Let me turn up. Keep talking.
It might be me, man. I don't have the headphones in, but can y'all hear me though?
I can hear you. Quiz.
Okay.
Trevor, how you feel?
Oh, I'm blessed, my brother. You know I'm always blessed. I can't help it.
Y'all do know we live right now.
I know. I see it at the top left.
You see it at the top left?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Two Brothers, man. Welcome to the Two Brothers, everybody. We got my man, Mr. Tillery. On the he's in the gym and everything.
Yeah, I'm in the garage, man. This is kind of like my little hangout spot, my little man cave. When we get our little retirement home pretty soon, I'm gonna have a nice little setup like y'all though.
Oh man, you already got it, fam. Huh?
Yeah.
Trev, the one that got the new mansion.
Oh no, I ain't got no mansion now. I ain't got no mansion now.
Trev got the new mansion. Look, hey, I don't know if y'all ever know who this dude is though, but we want to make sure we show him a little love. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of slow. You can't be listening. Trev said he listened to slow jams in the car with his boy now. Back in the day.
One in a million. You're one
Okay. I see the vibe.
like you, baby.
Well, we got this today though. So we got to get right to it though. This is what we got to get right to. Welcome to Two Brothers. I'm your co-host Troy Smith. We got the infamous Podfather Trevor Jackson.
What's happening?
Let's make sure we got Mr. Tillery on the line, right? Mr. Tillery, welcome to Two Brothers, man.
Hey man, thank y'all for having me, man. I've been checking y'all out from a distance, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. I really like it, man. Bringing positivity, bringing conversation, thought, teaching folks, training folks on different things, financial literacy, educating people, and then just elevating the conversation. So I listen to y'all all the time. I do like 3-mile walks every morning, and I always got y'all in, so I ain't missed the episode yet.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Man, you making me blush. I don't know about you making me blush, man. I feel good about that.
I like it, man. I'm way out here in Hawaii, man, but I try to tell my own boys to subscribe to y'all podcast. Check y'all out on the YouTube. You know, we'll see y'all up there. We'll see y'all up there with the Joe Rogans in 10 years, man. You know, building it from the ground up. Podcast where the money at now.
That's right.
Is that where it's at?
You know it.
Okay, I'm trying to get the Luchis, man. But look, y'all keep going trail. Go ahead and get with it. I'm about to plug in my little internet so it don't be skipping on us and nothing.
Okay. So before the podcast started or whatever, me and Marqueast was talking about football. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about what them Titans gonna do, fam, this weekend, this Sunday against them Steelers, man.
Man, you know, we 5-0, right? Steelers 5-0. But they got to come to Nashville to come see us. You know, that's gonna be a tough game. We missed that game a couple weeks ago because the Titans players got the coronavirus. But our offense is tight this year. Our defense need to tighten up. What a lot of people don't know is too, though. You know, we had top 5 defense last year, but our defensive coordinator, he retired. So Coach Vrabel didn't hire a new defensive coordinator. So personally, I don't know who calling the plays on defense. So if you watch us, we'll put up 30 points, but we'll give up 29. So soon we tighten their defense up. Hey, and we ain't scared of them Chiefs. We beat them Chiefs last year in the regular season. So
Hold on. In the Hawaii, you still a Tennessee boy?
Huh? Oh yeah. I represent. I ain't never quit representing. I'm coming back home too. So I'll be back there real soon, man. We're getting a house built out there, so I'll be close to you, Troy.
Oh, that's even better. Ain't that something? So look, we got. See, I've been calling you Keith the whole time, and it's Marqueast. So as long as I know you, I've been saying Keith the whole time.
Man, I've been called there, man. You know, when you got a name like mine, everybody messed their name up.
But so we've been knowing Queese for a long time. You know, with Trevor known longer than that, and they actually grew up together. Y'all got plenty of stories I heard that Trevor got about y'all before he got to the game and everything. All types of stuff, man.
Yeah,
man.
Plenty of stories.
I got some pictures right here too. I'm gonna post them up today on the Flashback Friday. You know, we probably go back to the 80s, man. See, Hills long time ago. I'm talking about probably like 85, something like that.
Well, this one thing I do remember about Queese is the fact that boy had a crossover that was mean though. He wasn't a jumper. He wasn't jumping, but he'll cross you over in a minute.
And he had the jumper though. The jumper was
not talking about the jump shot. I'm talking about jumping.
Oh yeah.
he wasn't dunking on nobody, but the boy would cross you up in a quick second.
I can't get up, but I still play ball too.
Well, you ain't shape, man. And first of all, appreciate you being in the service too, man, for certain.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's that's a whole nother story we can get on, man. But I never thought I was going to join the military coming up. It just kind of happened. I tell the story. I don't know if y'all remember a dude named Wiz. His name was Carlos.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Wiz? All right, so I'm going back to April 2000, right? He came to me and Dink, and he was said, he was getting in trouble. The judge told him he got to join the army or join the military. He gonna lock him up, right? So he came to me and Dink. He said, "Man, let's join the army." Blah blah blah. And me and Dink kind of, we entertained it. I had an uncle that was in the Navy, and he was in Virginia Beach. So I called him up and, just kind of talked to him. Because at that point, I didn't know what I was going to do in my life. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. Try school. I didn't like school. And long story short, 2 months later, I left for the Navy in June. Dink had just got a charge. They wouldn't take him. And we was going to come in on the buddy system. And we just ended up getting locked up. So I was gone, man. They came and picked me up June 5th, 2000, sent me to Chicago to boot camp. And I've been here since. But
man,
my 20 years ago.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Man, yeah. I didn't know what I was getting into.
What was that conversation like, Trail, when your boy growing up in the hood? Because in the hood, they don't tell us go no service. We ain't doing no service.
Man, me and Marqueast, we have been boys our whole life, and we had totally opposite perspectives on the spectrum of going to the military. And I remember I was hard-headed. Now that I think about it, I should have went. But I was so hard-headed because I was making money in the streets, an enormous amount of money for what I was growing up being poor or whatever. And I remember like it was yesterday, I knew Bush had just won in 2000, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's first
time. I
term.
remember telling Marqueast, I can't go to the war because I can't go to the military because I know we're going to go to a war. And I don't want to go to war. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Hey,
now,
man.
You going to war in the streets already, but you said I don't want to go to the real war though.
I don't want to go to the real war.
Man, I'm gonna throw a plug in for the military, to be honest with you, because a lot of us got the military misconstrued, man. A lot of us, especially nowadays, are anti-government, which I disagree with that because I've been all around the world, man. America got its issues, but America ain't bad. I will tell you that. America ain't bad, man. It's a beautiful country. It's a lot of freedoms, and I don't understand all the hatred toward America. I do understand it. I know the history and whatnot. But when it comes to the government, I tell you, the military does this. They pay you. They pay for you. They pay you. They pay for your food and they pay for your housing. Okay, they pay for your college. As well, active duty, free medical, free dental for you and your dependents. So I've been there since I was 18. I don't know nothing about healthcare. I pick up a phone. I need to go to medical. I got my little medical man. I'm working on my disability.
Yeah.
For purposes, I take these. But look, they pay for all your medical, all your dental for you and your family, education. I got my college degree. I didn't pay a penny for it. My wife as well. They pay for they're gonna pay for our kids' college when they get out of the whenever they get ready. And they're gonna pay. I'm 39. I just turned 39 last month, man. They're gonna pay me for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
for
crazy.
the rest of my life. I ain't gonna tell you how much, but I tell you what, I ain't gotta work again. Nor does my wife at 39 years old, man. So I don't. So I always tell young brothers, if you don't know what you want to do in life, man, join the military. Do at least 4 years. On top of that, they're gonna give you a VA loan for a house, zero down payment. You can't beat that.
Yeah,
can't beat that. Man. You're gonna travel the world. It's gonna be some ups and downs throughout those 20 years. You only got to do 20. You can do more. It's gonna be some up and down, but that's life, you know. But who else in the world is gonna pay you to work for them for 20 years, give you the opportunity to advance to the highest level? I started out as an E1. The highest I can make is an enlisted is E9. I'm an E8 right now. My wife is an E8 as well, senior chief. But I had the opportunity to make it all the way up to O10 as an officer if I wanted to. So the opportunity to advance is endless. It's no limit. And nobody else is going to do that for 20 years, man. Nobody else. You can work till you 67, draw that Social Security and then die. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking anybody that does that, but I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, but this is the thing about it. You said a key thing. You've gone around the world and seen how things are different compared to what you used to see. If you're not used to getting out, it's like people we know, and I know y'all know people like this too, they're scared to get on the interstate.
Okay.
You scared to drive on the interstate, but that's all they know is to stay within hitting, Broadway, to hitting over any street, Southern Avenue, to hit over here to go. I mean, that's what they know. But see, you've actually gone out there and actually seen different things to find out. It's not that America is advanced more than it seems like you see on media.
Yeah.
We talked about that before. Like when I know some people in Europe, in United Kingdom, I had on a podcast one time. He's like, man, y'all got it pretty tough over there. But the thing is, we're actually fighting to be equal compared to you just stay in your place. And what I see in a lot of places around the world is that you stay in your spot. You follow what I'm saying? It's raining bad over here. It's thunder. So, but you stay in your spot. You're black stay over there. Like in Parliament, there's not many black people in Parliament in Europe. Like at all. You look at the U.S. government, there's plenty of black people that's there representing people. I mean, that's just what you see. So like, of course, you're saying that you're really speaking truth about, look, it's much bigger than what you see in the United States, even in Tennessee.
Yeah. And they promote the band also. That's what be promoted on TV in other countries too. Like how they promote the band of other countries over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I tell you, so our thing is with the as you know, with the podcast, man, is we're actually showing where we've come from to show that we elevate to another space, which a lot of people want to have different conversations compared to just talking street talk all the time.
Right.
And one thing I like what you're doing, you got in seeing something bigger by going into the service, but not only that, now you're starting to expand your mind on a lot of different things, and now you're doing stuff with the options trading, you're doing investing. Like you said, you about to retire at 39 years old. Not many people can say they're going, like you said, they can go work somewhere and they say, hey, don't worry about it, we got it from here. You just go do whatever.
Yeah.
So we glad that you're here to show us some other things about showing, about like when it comes down to expanding your mind with different opportunities, like with your options trading. Tell us more about the fact that you're doing investments, but you're doing something more exotic than just regular stocks and bonds, bro. You're doing options, which options are definitely going to give me a headache, so I don't even deal with it.
So I'm gonna tell you, I got into the stock market, to be honest with you. So in 2012, I had, in the military, we had what's called TSP, Thrift Savings Plan, right? It's the equivalent of a 401k in the civilian world, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I look at things is I might die tomorrow. That's how I look at life, right? So the Thrift Savings Plan, they won't let us take our money out of there until we 59, right? But remember, when I retire in a few months, they're gonna pay me regardless. So my mindset was, well, I ain't gonna, by the time I'm 59, if I do what I need to do, I ain't gonna need that money anyway. So let me have that money now. So back in 2012, I took that money out because they invest that money in the stock market too. That's how your 401k is. They use that to invest it, to give you dividends. So it's go up and down, but you have no control over it. You have to ask your employer, can you take that money out? They may penalize you on it and they may tax you on it, right? So I took my money out of there. I said, man, give me my money. I do my own investment, right? So that's how I got into the stock market. So back in 2012, I just started stocks. I just just hit it hard, right? Made a good amount of money, right? But during the coronavirus, you know, when I had more time at the house, I started learning about options. I had a couple cats introduce me to options trading, right? Back in probably April. They said, man, you know, we was part of this little trading group, you know, with stocks and stuff that I kind of created. But they said, man, you should do options. So I started playing with options, man. I'll be honest with you, you know, I ain't trying to front or nothing like that, man. But I did a contract on a Wednesday with a company called Jamia. It's the equivalent, they call it the African Amazon. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Jamia. And I placed the option on a Wednesday. I wake up Thursday morning, you know, I carried it over to the next day. I'm up $1,600. I'm like, dang, you know, that was my first time I ever did options. You know, I done did stocks, but stocks, you gotta be patient. I mean, it's a 10, 20-year game. I'm like, dang, this is a lot of money, you know, just placing these contracts overnight. So I shared with Trevor offline before, man. You know, I probably made 6 figures in a month and a half, man, just playing with options. You know, that's besides the little that
But we got
go ahead.
But we gotta break it down though, because they gotta understand what options actually are. You know what I'm saying? Is that the putting some calls and stuff?
So you got puts and calls, right? So you have stocks, right? You have a company, just say Facebook, right? Facebook is trading right now at I think $285 per share, right? So you need $285 to buy 1 share of Facebook, okay? Well, you know, eventually you want to see that thing get to $1,000, and then you'll be made, what is that, $615 off of it, right? Well, with contracts, I don't like to use the word betting, but people use the word betting. But when you gamble and you bet, you can't control the cards that come your way or the way the dice roll, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing options, you can control that because you can do your research through the market, news, and you can look at charts, right? And you can see when the stock is doing this. All right, there's different patterns that come along with it. So for you to make $615 off Amazon, that it may, I mean, off Facebook, it may take Facebook 5 more years to get to $1,000 a share. Where I can buy a contract on Amazon, it moves, let's say $3, and I'm up $1,000. So,
but what you're doing though, aren't you betting that it might lose? But you're betting on if it might get money or lose money, right? You're betting on the fact of where to stop. Hey, if it gets to this point, I'm gonna take my money out. If it goes below that point, I'm gonna keep it in there. So you betting against it. That's what you're talking about, the bet thing, right?
I ain't gonna use the word bet. I'll let you use the word bet.
But don't say bet. That's what
when you're placing a contract that it goes up, that's called a call. When you place a contract that the stock goes down, that's called a put. Okay, and so what happens is companies have contract options on their stock every week. The bigger companies have one. They end every Friday. All right, and say Amazon is 285. I mean, Facebook is 285. Like I said, well, they'll have a contract for 286, 287, 288, 290, blah blah blah. They'll have it going up and they'll have it coming down. 284, 283, 281. So you can determine. Right now, the stock market is really running off of news with the stimulus package and the election, right? But you can determine based off the charts, based off the news, based off the company earnings and their financials, what you think that stock is going to do that week, the following week, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. I do what's called day trading. So all my contracts in this current Friday, you can buy contracts all the way out to January of 21, January of 22. But the further along you buy the contract, the more you pay. You pay the cheapest price. You pay the cheapest price for that week, and that's when you make the most of your money. Because obviously, the more contracts you have on that company, and it goes below that, we call it the strike price. So if Facebook is 285, and I'm placing a call and it's going to go to 286, every dollar over 286, I'm in the green, and it's just that money is just going up. Okay.
Yeah.
and then that's just money coming to me. You determine when you want to get in and out of it. Like I said, contracts in on a Friday. Me, I day trade, so I don't care about Friday. I'm out of the contract probably within 30 minutes because I'm looking at volume, news, the pre-market stock, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I say that to say because I started this company called Tillery Trading, and I just created a website, a Discord. I got a Facebook, and I got a Instagram. Now I haven't published any of that yet because I'm working on it behind the scenes. But I want to teach our people, and it's a big. The trading world is a big world. I had no idea about it, but there ain't a lot of us in it. You know, a lot of us do stocks, but a lot of us don't do trading.
No, why don't?
But I want to teach. I want to teach options trading, and yeah, I showed you some numbers. You know, I ain't stunting with it.
No, but you know what I'm saying,
it's very risky.
It is risky. You know why it's not many of us in it? Because first of all, they're open, so they can't do that because you got to pay attention to it on a consistent basis. You know, so somebody you pay attention on a consistent basis and actually watch what's going on. But then you got to keep your mind working. Well, look, when you got people, they going to work, they ain't got time to be going to look at no screen, right? So when you got to keep thinking about because it's complex, options trading and things is much different than like you said, a stock and buying, or especially not even buying, but it's still with stocks. Where you just got to wait it out. It's the long term. Options games about getting in, getting out.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that. It is. You can't. I would never advise anybody to do options from the phone. You have to be at a computer and you have to be looking at the charts because the stock market does this all day. The stock market is open for 8 hours a day, so it's doing this all day long. And obviously, you want to buy when it's low and sell when it's high. You know what I mean? So you really do need to be at in front of a computer to do it.
And you gotta be willing to use that brain. You know, that's you gotta be willing because it's an exotic business. So I'm fully licensed. Well, I was fully licensed in investment and all that stuff, right? But I never got
so you know about trading.
Yeah, but I never got into the options game because it's just. When did you find out you like math, Queen?
Say that again about math.
When did you find out you like math?
Kindergarten. That's all I like. I don't want to do English. I just want to count the numbers.
And that's why you in it, because the numbers coming. So Trev can, if he had the time to sit down and actually do it daily, but he like to move a lot. If he had time to sit down, he'll catch on to it real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's quick, but the good way the best thing about it, you just broke it down in regards to the puts and the calls, which is pretty clear, I would think, to somebody if they really wanted to know more about the exotic game of options.
So it's a lot more to it than just puts and calls. You got vertical calls, calendars. You can create your own calls and so forth. But the basics of it is puts and calls, and that's just what I do. To be honest with you, there's four levels of trading. I'm a level 1 trader. I use Charles Schwab. Most big time traders, billionaire, millionaire traders, they use Thinkorswim under TD Ameritrade. I don't know if y'all familiar with them. All right, Charles Schwab just bought TD Ameritrade, so that Thinkorswim platform is going to be merged into Charles Schwab, which their platform is called Street Smart Edge. So I've posted a couple games sometimes. I got a couple of comments. People be hating and whatnot. It's all good, but it's kind of I want people to think outside the box, because if you actually learn how to do this, you can do this for life, and you actually don't have to work. Because think about it. Why do you go to work? Most people go to work because they have bills to pay, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, say your bills come up to $5,000 a month, with mortgage, food, utilities, and so on and so forth. You need to at least make $5,000 a month to keep living at that lifestyle that you're living in, right?
Yeah.
So if you can do that options trade in front of, I'm right here in front of my computer, you can't see it, but this is what I do. I do this for an hour to hour and a half every morning, and I'm done. My goal is
When
Go
when
ahead.
you gonna make it available? Like, do you have a time frame of when you gonna have the classes to teach people available?
Right.
Scoop?
I'm shooting for January the 1st, man. I'm writing an ebook right now. But I want to give you the good. I want to teach you how to options trade before you teach before you make your first trade. Because on the other hand, if you do it the wrong way, you're going to lose your money. Because trading is not like a stock where if a stock goes down, you can hold it for a year and it's probably gonna come back up, or 6 months it's gonna come back up. A contract expires every Friday. So once the contract expired, if you're in the red, you ain't getting that money back.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand. You ain't getting that money back.
Options trading, you can lose every penny you have. So I want to help. There's other people out there that's doing it, but I just want to help teach people how to read charts. I don't ever tell anybody where to place their money at. In my Discord, I am going to show you the actual trades that I'm in and the signals that I'm calling. But remember, my budget may be different from your budget. So if I lose $100, $200, that may not be big enough, a lot of money for me, but that could be a lot of money for you. So, I'm in a group now with these guys, and these guys are multimillionaires, and they lose money all the time as well. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's just part of the game. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get in trades where the charts say this stock should go this far, and say Trump get on the news or Nancy Pelosi get on the news, say we're not doing the stimulus, and then the Dow goes down 400 points.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to bet on puts, then you're gonna lose your money on the call.
People gotta recognize that also this stock market is basically you playing the lottery. And then there's a lot of people in there that's emotionally doing stuff. So like you said, everything is moving emotionally. So someone, like you said, the stock market is moving and slowing down due to election, due to somebody made a bad fake news post, or it can be all type of, like right now, I bet Pfizer is booming because they mentioned Pfizer so much in regards to the
last
medicine.
night he mentioned Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and Moderna. And so they were all today.
Yeah, so they were all.
Yeah, I watched the debate. This is the thing about the personally, I love when the stock market crash because puts are easier. Puts are easier than calls because this is you can apply this to your life. It take you years to come up, but it can take one mistake to come down. And so what happens when the Dow drops, and it's dropping. Like 5 minutes, a stock can go down $10. But it can take 3, 4, 5 weeks, a year before it can go up $10. So I love placing my calls on puts versus calls because boom, that money is a lot faster. And I don't want to do it all day.
With Queez, though, what you just said is that's what the wealthy people do. You know why they wealthy? Because they love when people in the streets, baby. When it's a deal.
When I got into this and I started showing my wife, she's like, wow, man, that's a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. She said, that's a whole nother world out there. I said, trust me, I never even knew this world existed, and maybe other people have, but it's options trading, these investors, it's a whole nother world out there, like you said, Troy. But the good thing about options is you can make money going when the market is up or down. It really don't matter. I make money about it. It don't matter. With stocks, if the market is down, you ain't making no money. You sitting there holding for 10 years or whatever. So that's why I like options trading better. It's kind of like
I'm getting right out the stock market when you open up in class. I'm getting right out the stock market in January. I got a bankroll up in there just sitting in there for no reason.
But guess what though? Do y'all everyone out there, thank y'all first of all for commenting. We see your comments. We're not trying to we got limited time. A boy in Hawaii on a whole nother time frame. And then also a lot going on. But so thank y'all so much for commenting and being engaged with this. But do y'all see what's happening right now? Trevor, Queez, do you see what's happening right? We got 3 boys from the project having a conversation that no one would have with us before. Nobody trying to hear that. Get out of here. Nobody trying to hear that. But now we have an elevated conversation that's much bigger than just talking about, we used to see people run up to the cars. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we stay away from the police. A whole nother stratosphere. So this is encouraging to see that 3 boys from the projects, from the same projects, discussing this stuff. That's huge, man.
And this some heavy stuff too,
it's huge because
yeah.
Go ahead.
What he say? Please say it again.
Well, I was saying, growing up where we come from, man, we don't talk about this kind of stuff, man. It's we looking at, when I was younger, I'm catching the bus. Sleeve got 2 Chevys, I'm just trying to make $5 an hour in Kroger. You know what I mean? So, they don't teach us this kind of stuff in school coming up. Because some of our parents didn't do this. Like I said, they not knocking the working people, but my mom been working at the same place since 87. They just go to work, get their little check, come home, and they cool with that. But, and it's nothing wrong with that because everybody got to do with that. But everybody can make money in the stock market, even if you just do stocks or options or both. I tell people don't invest all your money in the trading, especially initially. Take 10% of it and do trading, because trading is kind of like practice. You got to kind of get better at it, at reading it. But the problem is you're doing it with your actual money. So if you lose it, you ain't getting it back. Think of Swim under TD Ameritrade. I just want to throw this out there. If people want to get involved with it, they have paper trading. So you can just set up an account with TD Ameritrade, download the Thinkorswim platform on your computer, and you can paper trade. You can enter a trade at a certain point and get out at a certain point and see how much you would have actually made. So you can practice that way. Like I said, I use Charles Schwab, I use Street Smart Edge. They don't have the practice platform that Thinkorswim has. And I'll go over all that in the future as we learn about this.
Hey, but I got a question for you, Scoop, because you all the way in Hawaii. I know I'm kind of switching the topic, but we can go right back to it.
We already did that part. Go ahead, dude.
You all the way in Hawaii, and I'm in North Carolina, and I decided to get my broker's license, to get real estate license.
Okay.
What made you decide to start investing in properties in Knoxville? What was that thought process to say, man, I'm getting ready to shop at home?
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. And I don't really have a formula, but I'm gonna tell you something. After being in the military again, I don't want to work for anybody ever again. So I have a certain amount of money that I want to generate every month, right? To keep a standard of living. And I figured if I can generate that money, I ain't gotta work. Especially when I get out of the military, So I said, okay, well, let me start investing here. If I got a house that's bringing in $100 a month for $100, I got another house bringing in $600 a month. Now I'm at $1,800. Like I said, if whatever your monthly bills is, that's what you're trying to get to. So if I just got that money coming in by just breathing, just waking up, boom, I ain't got to work again. And that was just kind of my thought process behind it. And another thing was, I got my little slogan is Proverbs 30:22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his kids. So I want my kids and my grandkids to have something, at 18 years old or 20 or 20 when they get, in their adulthood. You know what I mean? Because we came out at 18, it's like, okay, high school is over. I ain't got that. What do I want to do? You know what I mean? So I want to have them into my little family business. My goal is to get 10 houses. I'm about one house every year until I get 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's
playing
up.
Real life.
What'd you say, Troy?
He playing real life Monopoly out there, man.
Hey, that's what.
Hey. I just want, y'all doing the same thing, man. But that's just my, invest that money, man. Have your money make money. I don't know if you guys ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Some people have different opinions on it, but that it's just a mindset, man. And don't get me wrong, some people are okay with just doing the working thing or whatever. I've done it since I was 13. I've been working, but I'll be honest with you. At this point, I'm tired of. I'm in the military, so I gotta call people sir, ma'am. I'm tired of that, man. I can be the same man. So many people younger than me. I'm a grown man too. I don't want to do that anymore.
That military thing about that discipline.
I generate my own money.
Yeah.
Well, look, before you go, Marqueast, and Trevor Quist a mess, but I want to ask you, made a post not long ago about how. Well, first, I want to ask you this: as your mentality changed now that you're at the projects, when it comes down to how Republicans think and Democrats think, are you more politically inclined now than you were before? Involved?
Oh yeah. So I don't know if you see some of my posts.
I see you smiling.
I don't lean toward any party, man. But I like to think I'm an independent person. But I like truth though, and then I do have some beliefs that certain this party doesn't believe, and then this party doesn't believe. You know what I mean? So I'm always I look at politics every day, man. I know what's going on in the political world. My wife hates politics. She don't look at it. That's really the only thing I look at, to be honest with you. Politics and sports. You don't ask me about a movie. Don't ask me about a TV show. I don't know much about that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just trying to make some money, look at sports, and
well, Trev is the chairman of the Republicrats. So if you want, we can indict you. We can induct you into the Republicrats tonight.
Yeah, we're the Republicrats.
So check this out, man.
Yeah.
I ain't been home. I went home last month for first time in 6 years because we came to Tennessee to look for a house, right? And I didn't really tell a lot of people I was in town because I knew I was only going to be in Knoxville like a few hours. I was only probably in Knoxville like 8 hours altogether. Right? I went over to my mom's house and she had her friends there and she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to get Trump out of office, blah blah blah," and I just I started asking them questions. I said, "Well, why you gonna vote for Biden?" And boy, they looked at me like, "I can't come back home. I can't come back home anymore."
Yeah.
You made a post though.
But I just asked the question because seriously though, like, okay, what are your truths? You know what I mean? I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I always tell people this, man. When we grew up, at least how I grew up, man, they told us to tell people that we were Baptists and Democrats.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I have no clue why they told us that. That's just what they told us. I didn't even go to church. I'm Baptist. I'm a Democrat. I don't even know what they believe in. So as I got older, I said, well, let me find out what both sides represent and let me come to a thinking conclusion on my own. What I believe in, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I say this about the Democrats. The Republicans got bad stuff, and Democrats got bad stuff. But I do often ask people the question, man, why are we so loyal to the Democrats?
I don't have no clue. I don't have no clue because I'm on both sides of it. I believe in some of the things the Republicans say, some of the things the Democrats say, and I disagree on both sides also.
Is that the queen in the back?
Yeah, that's the missus.
You better hop in on it. I thought you better hop in right quick. Let me tell you what I got to say.
I'm nosy. You heard that, right?
How you doing?
How you doing? I tell you, so I see this. I learned, and I was talking to a friend about this too. People like the Republican idea because of the fact that when it comes down to making more money, we start becoming more aware when we start making more money, right? Yeah. And then from the rich dad poor dad, let you know you got to be involved on all levels of the classes. You got to be involved in what's going on with the different trends with laws because laws will help you actually dictate how your business will go. And if you're not really doing business and you're just going to work, there's nothing for you to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People like the Democratic aspect because the fact is it does have a socialistic ideal to it, to where we got to try to make things even as much as we can or try to give people an opportunity. But we don't need to end up propping them up and just taking care of them all the way. So like, for example, Joe Biden last night said that, hey, we need to put up, the business need to be open, but we need to do it slowly or slower. He said, look, we need to actually provide, the glasses, the plastic between at the restaurants and this and that and this and that. It all start adding up more money. When we start think about money more, you start realizing somebody got paid for that. There's no such thing as and Trevor know and I know, nothing is free no more.
Yeah.
We may have all things for free. There's nothing free. Somebody paying for it. So like Trump said last night, Joe, who's going to pay for that? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, make plenty of sense.
Yeah,
For
make
real.
plenty of sense.
On it.
You know what? But you know what? You know the one thing that's kind of disappointed me on Biden and Harris, right? Usually, when people are campaigning for office, they'll throw a lot of false truths. I mean, just a lot of false things out there. Say, well, when I'm in office, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know, and it gets us all. You know, they build that momentum. Like, oh man, I'm gonna vote for this person. I haven't really seen that from Biden and them. Like, what is their plan when they get in office? Every time they do the debate, they say, well, you know, what would you do if you were in office? And they go back, well, President Trump failed to notify us of the coronavirus back in January, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, we got that. We already know that. But if you were in office, what are you going to do? They have yet to answer those questions. You know what I mean? They have yet to say, well, we're going to do this with the China trade deal, blah, 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 blah. You know, It's just point finger at this guy. Usually, the candidate that's trying to get in office will say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. They're not doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
They
how do I
last night they mentioned some, but you're right, they didn't land the plane. What he did do, I think that Biden did well last night. Besides that, after I went back and looked at the tape, Trump was really punching him in the face with a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah,
But he said, but what he's doing, you think so?
You know, we've seen Biden, man. Biden reminds me of Hillary Clinton, right? Like when after she lost to Barack, right? When they were running back in the day, and then the 2016 election, when the Democrats had 8 years when Obama was in office, right? They had 8 years to groom a new candidate, a fresh voice, fresh insight, fresh energy. You know what they gave us? The same old Hillary.
You know what? You know why?
We've seen her since the 90s. We don't want to see that again.
Everybody,
now
they can't groom nobody.
But now it's 2020. You had 4 years. You hate Trump, right? Hate Trump. Man, I can't wait to get this dude out of office. That's what you do. You give us the same old dude that you already gave us before. We done seen Biden.
Yeah.
Biden old, man. We done seen him.
Yeah. He like an old mixtape. He like an old mixtape.
Like Charlamagne said it yesterday. He said, I don't like Biden, but I'm gonna vote for Kamala Harris. He said, because we've seen, not to defend nobody, but he said, we've seen this old white male leadership. You know, where is the new fresh voices in that party coming up at? Same thing
you know what?
Same thing on the Republican.
They're getting in trouble. Everybody getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They had your boy Scott, the black dude over in Scott that was trying to groom up to be the next Barack. He didn't do too well with it. Look, they had the boy down in Gilliam down there in Florida. He ain't doing too well.
Hey, but I got something I want to ask y'all boys.
He on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, he's done. His political career is over.
Hey, but I got something I heard in the debate I want to ask y'all, man. Did y'all hear this? Now, Scoop, when Biden said he want to shut down the oil industry, did he kill himself when he said that?
Oh, Trevor, I got that. I got it.
Play it, play it so Scoop can hear it. Play it so Scoop can hear it.
I got you.
By the way, I would transition from the oil industry, yes.
Oh,
I will
that's
transition.
A big statement.
It is a big statement because I would stop.
Why would you do that?
Because the oil industry pollutes significantly.
I see.
Here's the deal. But
That's
you
a
can't
big
do that.
statement.
Well, if you let me finish the statement, because it has to be replaced by renewable energy over time. And I'd stop giving to the oil industry, I'd stop giving them federal subsidies. You won't give federal subsidies to the gas, to solar and wind.
Yeah.
Why are we giving it to oil industry?
We actually do
All
give
right.
it to solar and wind.
We
And
have
that's
one
maybe the
final
biggest
question.
statement in terms of business. That's the biggest statement.
Okay.
Because
We have
basically
one
what
final
he's saying
question,
is he is
Mr.
going to
President.
destroy the oil industry. Will you remember that, Texas? Will you
Okay.
remember that, Pennsylvania?
Vice President Biden.
Hey.
So matter of fact, now we're talking stocks and stuff too, right? I throw a few companies out there. Tesla, right? Neo. It's a company called Plug, PLUG, and a stock symbol called Workhorse, WKHS, right?
Yeah.
The reality is those are that electrical vehicle industry is the future. California just signed a law by 2035 that they will not be selling any new gasoline vehicles in the state. In 15 years, you won't be able to buy a gasoline vehicle in the state of California.
You know how much a Tesla costs? Jeez.
Yeah, but no, Tesla's. Yeah. Teslas went down. They ain't what they used to be.
Oh, for real?
We gotta all get used to the future. The future is electrical vehicles. You know, I like gas. I'm a Chevrolet Chevy. I'm gonna keep me some gas. But that is the future. You're gonna see a lot more of that in the future. He gonna put his effort into electrical vehicles in the future. On the retrospect, the people like me and you who have gas, the demand ain't gonna be so high. So guess what? Them $4 gas prices are coming down. When I was in Tennessee, I was surprised to see gas prices was. I think they were in $1 range. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, we ain't seen that in 20 years. So I was loving that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's the
gas out here?
Hawaii.
They gotta import their gas out.
Yeah.
Man,
how much is it?
High in Hawaii, man. Give me
everything.
Gas, gallon of milk. Gas, yeah, gas right now is about close to $3. So it ain't too bad, but it's still probably double what you pay.
Yeah, that's high.
I shop on base. I just bought milk yesterday. It was $5.29 for a gallon. But out of town, at the regular grocery store, they $7 though for a gallon.
Yeah. Ooh,
I don't know how much they are where you at.
$5, $6.
For
go ahead.
I got another question. I don't want to take too much of your time, Scoop, but if you got time, we can dig into this debate now.
It's Friday, man. I got plenty of time.
Okay. Now this is what I had a question, and we on the podcast with a guy that's been in the military. He's about to retire from the military. Now, Trump said the last debate that we're going to have a vaccine for the coronavirus in 2 weeks. This debate, he said we're going to have a vaccine for the coronavirus in 2 weeks. And he said the military will distribute it. I don't know what he meant by that. The military will distribute
the army. So in time of war, right? Remember, right? When you hear when you think of America was ever to come into.
Is that Trev? You hear me?
Yep.
I think he froze.
Yep. He in Hawaii though.
Yeah, he over there putting it in. We'll let him come on in there. He'll hop back on here.
Yeah. Dang, I wanted him to answer that question.
No, he's gonna answer. Queez, when you just hop back in because he's gonna answer because he about to talk about some wartime discussion stuff.
Yeah.
That's pre. It's people trying to prepare. You know what I'm saying?
He coming back on.
Are you good? Go ahead. Go ahead and answer the question.
When you think about like martial law and all that, well, the army is trained to go in and do that. Okay, so when it in the National Guard, so when it comes down to distributing the vaccine, the army is going to be put in charge of that. But my question to you is, if Trump had the coronavirus a couple weeks ago and you seen him back in action 2 days later, do you not really think that the vaccine is already in place?
I mean, that's like so obvious in your face.
Come on, man. This is still the most powerful country in the world. He's still the leader of the most powerful country in the world. The best doctors there are, man. That vaccine is ready to go. You know, and I know they waiting to push that vaccine out after the election, man. This is all political at this point.
That's it, and that's why I gotta, man, invested in some companies that got some bread. I mean, the companies that already get into it. That's why Pfizer is booming.
Yeah. A lot of the coronavirus talks are going to change after November 3rd. Trust me.
Yeah, we already know. Look, please. A lot of stuff going to change, period. Because there'll be nothing to talk. Look, when the riots came, we forgot Corona was even here.
We forgot Corona was here. Yeah.
When the George Floyd situation happened.
Yeah. You're like, oh, Corona's still here. Then it came back. Wasn't else to talk about. Let's get back on, man. But quick, man, look, man, we appreciate
let's
you.
talk about, right? Yeah.
We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for always being with us all the time on a weekly basis, sharing their posts and all that. Thank you, man. Thank you.
And you're welcome back anytime, Scoop.
For
You're
sure.
welcome to the Two Brothers podcast anytime, fam. For real. He the third.
And we got a shirt on the way with a hat. Not yet, but it's on the way.
All right, man. I'm gonna send y'all some stuff too, man. I'll be talking to y'all soon. And I would love to link up with y'all in the future, man. Troy, like I said, I'll be closer to you. I'm moving to Clarksville, man, right there where Fort Campbell is at. I gotta be close
right
to
down the street.
For all the little military benefits. So I'll be out that way in a few months. All right.
If you need that VA loan, let me know. That's what I do for a living.
Okay, well, I might have to talk to you. We gotta talk on the side. We getting the house built now. I got a pre-approval through Rocket Mortgage, but ain't nothing finalized yet.
You can refinance it later on. It's okay.
Yeah, that boy crazy.
Okay. All
right, big dog.
All right, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Right.
Have a good week.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir.
Hey. The boy hooked us up to some game. You hooked us up to some game, man. Some real game, bro.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy, man.
And y'all been knowing each other for years.
Years. Yeah.
I mean, man, you told me plenty of stories about it. So one day in your book, when people pick it up, they'll be able to hear about it.
Scoop will be in the book. Yeah. I have to. He used to hoop me out, but I have to say I won a couple of them games now.
You want a couple of them?
Yeah, I won a couple of them, but Scoop had that jumper out of control, boy.
That's what I'm saying. The jumper, the crossover, all that. Then seeing that that Dink and his sister married, right? So that's everybody together.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Now he had the jumper, but my handles might have been a little bit better than yours, Scoop. Now Scoop, my handles might have been better, but you used to spank me with that jump shot.
The fatal. Scoop, you want to answer that right quick? I see you still on the camera. You want to answer that?
Say that again. You took me out. Say that again.
He said that his jump. He said your jump shot might have been good, but his handle was a little bit better though.
Hey man. Y'all still can't touch me on that court. Okay. And trust me, when I see y'all, put your shoes on. We gonna do it for old time's sake. I seen Dink a couple of weeks ago. He didn't want to do it. He too lazy, man. Lil Dime be telling me he can still beat me. Remember, I still play ball, so yeah. I'm gonna be ready. I'll be ready.
You still in shape. You still in shape.
I'm gonna tell you something, Scoop. Now, it's a different league up here in North Carolina now.
Oh, they got ballers. I'm what they do.
Lord, I go to the gym. These young boys dunking, and I hoop with them at least once or twice a week. I'm talking about 13, 14-year-old boys I be hooping with. I still got a little stamina. I might not be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll play in our own little goal at the end down there, half court.
Okay.
Let the young boys run. But I still run with the young boys.
Quay still be talking junk though, don't he? Look at me.
Hey, it's all fun. It's all love.
Yeah.
Everybody like, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so hey, look, so let's get to it, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with our boys. As my boys say, Scoop, Marqueast.
Yes, look, sir.
He gonna leave Marqueast. If you can still hear us, well, sometime put your information in the comments, and we'll make sure everybody get to see that. And y'all actually connect with him, man, and actually get to know more about the finance world. Learn more about it. It's much more out there than you actually expect. Like his wife told him, I didn't know you had that. There was another world out there. Well, it is.
And we got to link up with him when he do that or whatever. When Marqueast get the thing going, that's my guy. He probably wouldn't even ask me to get no money. He would teach me because that's my guy. But guess what? When he get the thing up and running, I'm putting my money in there ASAP. Teach me how to get some more. Teach me about it.
As you can see, as we've been doing, y'all, we've been expanding more, man. We've been expanding more of actually growing our minds in something bigger than just talking about a couple of dollars now. We actually out here getting things going. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what she does say, Mama? Look, you can't be doing. Look at this. I love it. Handsome, smart, happy campers. Okay, look, you can't be talking about everybody looking good now. You know what I'm saying? Me. But look, so Trail, let's get to it, man. So we got to talk about a little bit. We already talked about the debate. We talked a lot about that already. If we want to touch more on it, we can. But I want to get to this right here. I want to know, how do you feel about Hughley comments? DL Hughley comments about Cube not being qualified to speak on the behalf of black people.
Now I'm gonna tell you something about Cube is not saying that he represents all black people.
Is he not? Well, let's go find out. Go ahead, keep going. I'm gonna find it.
Cube is saying that he's standing for the black people. Like, he's heard if he got to fight, defend what the black folks saying or whatever. And DL Hughley, I don't like to use this term, but I'm gonna say it, is kind of acting coonish. And
you know, when did you do that? Did you go there?
I can give people the definition of coonery.
Let's see what we got right. Let's hear what DL Hughley said right quick.
Talk to him.
Fantasy is a fantasy to believe that you can get this administration to do anything. It's you've seen black person after black person after black person after black person ruin themselves on the altar of Trump with nothing in return, and Ice Cube is the latest one. The Platinum Plan, when I heard it, it was insulting from the gate. Why didn't they have the spinning rims plan? We have a third
said the spinning rim
right now, and he's meeting with the dude that gave us 3 Fridays. You can always tell the seriousness and import of the meeting based on who was in there, based on what the topic at hand is. Yes, people are right when they say we have a lot of problems. We need a seat at the table, but we need the right people at the table.
Okay, let's pause right there. Look, let's go to the Platinum Plan right quick. Okay, I gotta pull it up.
Okay, talk to me about what the Platinum Plan is.
It's talking about opportunity, security, prosperity, and fairness. Number 1, 3 million new jobs for the black community. Number 2, creating 500,000 new black-owned businesses, right? That's one. The other being safe urban neighborhoods with the highest policing standards. Okay, now we've already been through the policing standards before in the regular neighborhoods. That's one thing we already been. All right, access to better education and job training opportunities. Giving black churches the ability to compete with federal resources for their community. And let's go to some highlights when they're talking about the jobs thing. Reach even greater levels, historic employment and wage growth for the black community. It said, seek infrastructure funding that will lead to widespread growth in an annual $500 billion federal contracting opportunity. So allowing black companies to be able to go out there and actually put bids in to be contractors. But what I'm saying is, so it's laying some things out. But let me tell you another thing, though. A lot of that stuff, nothing's free. I'm quite sure some of that money gonna be some loan lending.
Yeah,
it's gonna be lend out. But the fact is, I hear what DL Hughley is saying, though, Trev. I can agree with the fact of thinking why, because all the time we've all said it, and we all said it. Why do they always get the entertainers compared to the scholars?
That's true. That's true.
We always say, why get the entertainers instead of scholars? You sound like you about to say something.
You said you unpacked a lot, but he got the entertainer. That's on Trump end. Don't bash Cube though.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
He said that Cube at the hands of Trump, Cube reached out to both parties. One party said wait till after the election, and the other party said what you got? I want to hear it. And that's the Trump party. So he went for whoever came back. You know what I'm saying? Don't bash Cube. He's saying he's at the altar of Trump or whatever. Cube just playing his part. You know what I'm saying? I would speak with Trump, like we said in the last podcast.
I would too. But this is my thing, though. I think the fact is that like I said, we got the entertainers. We always see entertain. No one's reaching out to whatever scholar that may be. I'm gonna tell you why I come to the conclusion with this though, Trail, is because the scholars are not influential.
That's right. They not clickable neither.
Look, the scholars, nobody want to see their face. Nobody want to hear nobody, because everybody already judging, talking about they think they better than them. That's what I'm saying.
But the leader of the free world now is Trump, and he's an entertainer. Everything in America is about entertainment. Trump looked like a WWE wrestler today when he was talking on the altar.
But
today, because I watched him after the
right.
Yeah.
But look at it though. But the entertainer has more reach.
That's right.
They have more influence, so they can reach more people. They have more followers. Hey, let us know if the footage is freezing, because it's been raining and thundering over here a lot. So, but that's what he had more influence. So I see why they would use the entertainers now compared to before. I didn't get it. It didn't make any sense to me. But I can see both sides of it. But like Cube said, I didn't say I'm gonna go. I ain't never met Trump before. I ain't never sat down with him or none of that. He just said, they said, hey, let's talk. I'm willing to talk to both sides, because you got to be willing to go to the adversary. Man, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, you got to
sit down with him.
And he said that we can't expect this administration to do nothing. Everybody who went to the Trump altar has looked like a fool. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep going. If you want change, you got to keep going.
And
you
then
be annoying.
Yeah, but you know what though? You want people to be consistent. You remember when Steve Harvey went? When Steve Harvey went, Steve Harvey was a whole other person when he came out. It's like they told him something like, "Hey, we know about it."
Yeah.
Before Trump got in office, Steve Harvey used to be on him hard. Like, man, let's do this, blah blah blah, this and that. And all of a sudden, he just calmed down after he met with him.
Yeah, he did. That's
he
true.
Ain't all bad no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the awkward part. I think he get, because we know we can expect from DL he gonna be consistently DL, but guess what though? DL ain't gonna be invited to the table though.
No, he's not gonna have a place to speak.
Nobody ain't even gonna invite him.
Because he gonna make DL is a very intelligent man, but he gonna make it comedy. Because it was funny what he said to me at the end. I forgot what he said, but it got comedic, like, you know what I'm saying, feeling about it. Yeah.
So this is my other thing, so watching the debate last night, I gotta see if I can find the actual right. I'm not even gonna try to find it. So your boy Trump showed the other night, man, that the Republicans are really about that bread, though.
Yeah, he did.
They're really about that money. And then the Democrat, Joe Biden, showed really last night, Democrats about giving out money. Somebody got to pay for it. But I seen in that whole thing, I'd like to know what your thoughts are, and everyone else, if they want to call in about it too. Biden did a good job of actually wanting to show it's time to now start being a president of the United States, not blue states, red states. I'm the president. I'll be the president of the United States.
That's true.
It's not the point till we need to bring everybody together. But he did mention a whole lot about subsidy and giving money out. Trump, on the other hand, was saying, look, when they mentioned about minimum wage.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was about to talk to you about. That blew my mind, the minimum wage. Tell me what you was.
Go ahead. Okay. Well, no, you're good. So, and Queese, and hopefully he comment on something like this. But like, if we and I see that Queese think the same way with this too, and I could be wrong. But if you looking to live, and I think you think the same way like this as well. If you looking to live on a minimum wage or live the minimum life, you will get what you pay for. You will get what your value is.
The minimum.
I'm just gonna give you that's what you want. Cool, you get the minimum. Think about a deal. When you make a deal, they say, how much you want, man? I just want $10. They give you 10. Mm-hmm. And then they get mad because somebody came behind them and got 20. You said you only wanted 10.
Like this is what I heard from the discussion also with the minimum wage. Biden want to make it $15 nationally.
Yeah, go ahead. You better go where I was going to put it.
Trump said we should just let the states be up to that. Ain't nobody getting paid minimum wage anyway. Really? Alabama is different from Boston.
True, straight up. $15 gonna be different in Boston, bro.
Yeah, $15 is. I went to Boston one time to get trained for Cisco.
Hey boy, you boy from Knoxville. Here boy done said train.
Yeah. I went to Boston to get trained for Cisco. I went to McDonald's. This is when I used to eat bad, so you know what I mean. I ain't been to McDonald's in about 8 years, but I went there to get trained, and I seen on the drive-through window hiring now $20 an hour, and that was 6-7 years ago. You know what I mean? And they talking about in 2020 minimum wage need to be $15 nationally. Just leave it. I agree with Trump on that, to be honest with you, even though, you know what I'm saying, I ain't a supporter of neither one of these guys. I'm a Republican.
You ain't gotta if you agree with something, Trevor, it's okay. No judgment.
Yeah, I'm acting like I'm gonna get some backlash.
This is what we do. Everybody be doing like, hey, well, I don't agree with no. If that's something you agree with, that's what you agree with.
Yeah, I agree with that part that it should be up to the states. The wage of the individual should be up to the states, because at the end of the day, if you feel as if you're worth $8 an hour, you're gonna accept it.
But not only that, the state wouldn't know what's going on within that state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Each state got like a small country. Each state got its own constitution. Each state has all the other stuff. We getting too deep, man. I don't want to get too deep on phone. I want them to feel like, dang, you know. But it's
about to be November. It's about the time to vote now.
Yeah,
I got some people I want them to vote on something musically too now. But
but it is time. That's important now to understand again about the importance of locally getting involved with your politics, so you can actually be involved with this stuff, man.
Yeah, vote.
Because I'm gonna tell you, y'all might think y'all vote. Your vote does matter. Let me stop right there. Your vote does count. The electoral college, though, is what actually make the decision who's gonna be in that office. So
explain to me what the electoral college is, because
the electoral college. Well, that's fine. So it's just like people that represent the whole area. So you got delegations of people that represent certain sectors and all that stuff. They supposed to be speaking on the behalf of you in your area. So if the major population is voting supposedly for this person, they all say, "Hey, well, this is what our people are saying. Let's go ahead and vote for this guy."
Yeah.
And they can flip their mind all they want, but they're supposed to be representing all of us. It's like a committee. It's a committee. So that's why, like when Thomas Jefferson or somebody said, as one of them presidents said, the president is not chosen. It's not elected. It's chosen.
That's halfway true.
But it come down to look, Trump wasn't the popular vote.
Yeah, you know something also that they didn't touch on in the debate that I was made aware of through 50 Cent. Did you see that?
When he said, I did. It's too high. Like, it's too high, man. I'm not.
I started thinking about that because you got a New York hat on, I got an LA hat on.
Yeah, everybody. Ain't nobody living in LA and New York. Forget that.
But 62% taxes.
Well, we learned that was fake news too. Let me tell you, that's a good way to segue into this stuff.
Okay.
2020 has been the year, man, of just fake scamming.
Yeah.
Fake news, scamming, making up something to get some bread. I mean, this has been a year that if you don't watch your back or you keep your head on a swivel about whatever, you can get taken. Somebody can play you.
That's true.
I mean, from hey man, I heard you want to make some extra money. I got something to make some extra money. Come and join the Susu or Zuzu or whatever to put some dollar and get a flower and get a person in the middle of the water, and then you get your money out. No, and as you can see, a lot of them fizzled out because what I've learned, though, Trevor, what you probably that you learned as well is that money don't mean everything to everybody.
Sure don't. They don't. Money ain't everything.
Last night,
some broke people are happy. They at peace and ain't got a dollar.
Ain't got a dollar, broke as it can be, because I learned over time. I remember I was a sit-in manager for this branch, and I tried to do a contest.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, you get these referrals up, do this. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this much money. And this girl looked at me like, I don't care about no money. Like, what you mean? Extra money? Yeah, it's extra money. Why are you tripping? She said, because money don't mean everything to everybody. And from that day forward, I started thinking like, man, she might be right. Because when you actually got bread, you're not worried about it, and you get more money.
That's true. Because it ain't on your mind, it ain't your sole focus.
It ain't on your mind, it's your sole focus. Look, last night your boy Trump, Biden said that when Trump said, hey, we're learning to live with the virus, and then Biden said, no, we're learning to die with it. You know what I'm saying? And they was talking about the energy saving energy and how these plants and places, these factories are next to these neighborhoods and people are dying and getting sick. And then Trump said, but hey, guess what though? They made the most money that they've ever made in their life.
Yeah.
Dude, I got black lung. What I care about having some money? The doctor just said I got 4 weeks to live. But man, I did get that overtime though, bro.
Yeah,
It's more than money at that time, man. And he showed it very clear last night that it's about that bread.
Yeah, that he's about that bread and manipulating the bread for everybody to get some bread. He said that what did he say? The African Americans made more $6,000 more a year since he's been in office.
You know, they probably did.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something though. He still didn't answer the question. Yeah. You know what he did last night though? He showed as well that you can always just give money towards it and be good. He didn't need no brown in the hood, man.
I'm gonna tell you what Trump do. The main thing I got from both of these debates was Trump talks about Biden and what he does with finances, and Biden more so talks to the American people.
And you know what? Right now, that's what people are wanting to get. Just some type of let's get back to even ground. We'll worry about some money later on. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, talk to us. Talk to me. That's what the people
talk to
want.
Me.
That's why he's winning in the polls right now.
Give me some security where I can feel like I'm gonna at least be a little safe, and then we'll worry about everything. Money at times don't mean a whole lot of nothing if you're not around to spend it.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth, fam. That's the truth.
You feel me? That's a lot.
Now, I know we've been heavy.
No, we gotta lighten it up now. Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
We done gave him an hour, 11 minutes, 28 seconds of education.
Of a straight deepness.
Deep dive. Yeah, but that's cool though, fam.
It's cool now.
What you just curious about this week?
No, we ain't gonna get curious yet because we gotta hit the relationships first. Cause I got something for that relationship right quick, man.
Talk to me.
I want to know this right here, Trill. I want to know this right here. I want to know what people think about this right. Chill.
Call in.
We better find out right now. Do you trust your spouse or partner enough on social media or anything like that to where you're not looking into their DMs, looking at this, stuff like that? Do you trust? Are you that insecure where you got to look at their DMs?
Nah.
And then only that, are you secure enough to know that your DMs and everything's so clean, you don't care who look at your phone or whatever?
Well, you want me to tell you something? It's
Tell me.
It's different when you're a professional.
Yeah, look at that. When you're a professional, break it down now.
If you're a professional flirt,
you
gonna flirt and delete that thing. Because if you're a flirt, you're gonna know how to get back to that other person's DM.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I can, because at the end of the day, it be females sending me naked pictures of them bad bodies.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
40 years old now.
They're going to hit it with the let me see what we got. Where is that? Where is that thing
at? I'm 40 now, and these girls that used to be extremely fine. They be sending me them box booties, and I don't want to see that.
The square booty? You don't want to see the square booty, man?
I don't want to see that, girl.
But look. I just want to know. So that showed that you secure in yourself to know that you're not gonna worry about what if your girl picked up your phone and seen that box booty? What you think she gonna say?
Oh, what you been saying to her? But it could be nothing, and then the booty right there.
That's what
I have never even said anything to her.
They know they can see it. This is the thing about it. Those Apple phones connect to everything. That's why I don't have an Apple either.
I'm gonna tell you something about me and my girl.
Go ahead and tell about your girl.
We got we Apple everything, the whole house Apple.
I know. So you can't look at no flicks or nothing. You can't do nothing because somebody gonna see it.
Apple laptops, Apple phones, everything is connected. She can see everything, so I can't hide nothing if I wanted to. She can see the past after I deleted it.
after you done deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter what it. So my thought is this then. So you're secure. What about y'all out there? I mean, I'm secure in myself
Mm-hmm.
of knowing that I'm secure in myself of knowing that my phone, my wife can look at my text message, my wife can look at my cell phone. I mean, and she'll ask, who is this? Oh, that's so I can give you the full-fledged breakdown of who the person is.
Yes, sir.
I'm not afraid of the DM and all that stuff because people, like you said, people send stuff to be stupid or silly. You know, it's different from when you responding and they say you want to flirt.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to talk about it, it's a whole different ball game, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know what people's thoughts were. If are they secure enough? Even with, are you secure enough with your spouse? Looking in their phone. Or you gonna trip with somebody looking at they DM sliding in?
Now I'm gonna tell you something about I'm gonna give you an experience today. Me and my lady went forever 21.
Man, Trevor, don't get in trouble, man. Just make sure
I'm ready to get in trouble. It's smoke. I'm hating. But I'm gonna show you how secure I am.
Go ahead.
So her phone ring. It got a name in it. His name in there.
Oh, the full name. What? And go ahead. Because I'm gonna say, what if they got a nickname next to it? Oh,
Teddy Bear.
Something like that. It's like, what is that going? Oh, that's another thing now.
Teddy Bear. I'm grabbing the phone, answering. Teddy Bear.
So the dude name popped up. What happened?
I'm familiar with the name.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga a hot dang on. I said nigga and everything, didn't I?
Yeah, that's all good. You drinking, man. That's all good. Cause your eyes low, your face getting loose.
But you know what? I had a glass. I've been drinking the same glass for 2 hours. If I wasn't on the podcast, I'd have been drunk 2 of these. But
you said you don't know the name popped up. You know who he was, and he was now
NFL player.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
Oh, so he an NFL player. You seen the name on there?
Yeah.
Did you look him up? Is he playing or is he on the bench?
I didn't do all that. She told me what it was. She said it's somebody I talked to in the past. He a friend or whatever, and I left it alone. But I'm talking about the podcast.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't stressing. She ain't gonna get no better than me, Troy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But that's just what I seen. I was like, okay.
But do you think though, if the shoe on the other foot, you get the same treatment?
Yeah, because she cocky. She think ain't nobody better than her. We both think we the best for each other. So at the end of the day, it ain't you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stress. Holly Berry could call. She'll be like, she ain't finer than me. That's what she'll say. I promise she'll say that.
She ain't better than me. She might be bow-legged. No, that's Neil Long, bow-legged. Yeah, Neil Long.
Neil Long was bad too on Friday. That first Friday.
Dude, she was bad on Boys in the Hood. Yeah, she Boys in the Hood.
She was bad. Yeah, that's when she was bad.
She had the bow leg just came out. She just came out, man. She's on that
with the shortcut. I don't know what happened to her now. She done fell off a little bit now.
She ain't bad. She old, man. But look.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what about you? Did you have? Cause you had a relationship thing, man, that you brought up. I want you to cover that right quick before we go to Just Curious, though.
I had a relationship. I got 2 relationship questions, but I'm gonna say one, but I don't want you to answer it. I was gonna say, when you get married and your woman, I don't want you. I'm just throwing it out there because this is a question I'm throwing away. This is a throwaway question.
Okay, I'm gonna answer it though. Go ahead.
Should I make the woman sign a sex contract when we get married? I need booty once every 2 weeks, baby.
Oh, so you're talking about the video that's been going viral lately?
I ain't even seen them.
Stop it. You ain't seen that video about the monogamous or whatever you call it?
Yeah. If I'm gonna marry you, I need some booty every 2 weeks, and you got to sign a contract. If I don't get no booty, we can get divorced.
Trey, I'm telling you right now, dog, I'm gonna go and tell you right now, man, you ain't getting no more booty. I need
a booty contract.
Hey. I miss my wife all the time. I do. I ain't gonna. The fact is that it's something about when you get married, man. It changed, man. I know some people that and every married dude conversation the same. Every married dude conversation the same, man. You know, they always talk about, man, how many times you getting it, or are you getting it, or you not? And I know some people that got some folks that some freaks, but they might have more mouth than you want to deal with to keep getting it. It's like give or take, man. You want a wife, it's like you got your wife to take care of you. The guy for you give you some here and there. Oh, you got somebody that's gonna be just on you 24/7, but she break you off though. Which one you want? You gotta pick.
Okay, what is the aspect of taking care of me?
I mean, literally like being a wife. I'm talking about a wifey. You know, she
getting her own money.
A wifey.
She getting her own money, the house,
everything. She doing all that.
I'd rather have that, but I want some booty.
You want some? Well, I want some. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you.
But my relationship question, though, the real one was: can the male have female friends, and can the female have male friends when they're married?
That's a good one, man. It's a good one.
Can your woman go to Ruth Chris with Lil John she worked with just to have a conversation?
Well, first of all, let's back up. So we're going back to the question about the DMs. Are you secure enough as a person?
Security.
With security. So John, they work together. It's a whole different ballgame. They might go to lunch or something. Mm-hmm. But we ain't talking about John meeting at dinner time.
Yeah, now that's a different ballgame.
It's a whole different ballgame. We go to lunch. Go to lunch. You secure. My wife want to go have lunch. You gotta be secure. But when you talking about it's 4:30, 5 o'clock, you talking about lunch is at 11:30.
Sell when they dim the lights at the restaurant.
No, ain't nobody doing none of that. Ain't nobody doing none of that. Nobody doing none of that, man.
Yeah, that's true.
They turn the lights low and you up there riding. Like, where you going getting all dressed up and clean? Why you smell good?
Yeah. Oh, Jim said yes. Hold up now. Y'all got to call
somebody said yes, as long as they know boundary levels. Look, we need a female to see. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all got to quit being scared when we talking about you.
Man, if they got the light, if I come in there and them lights dim and y'all at Bonefish Grill,
you throwing the
ha, and the salmon out, the wine with the cucumbers out, it's going down.
You throwing the table somewhere.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures. I got to tell the judge why we got divorced.
Oh, okay then. What about if you just dating though?
Now she can go home.
She done said, Jimmy just said we all going at 7. My mama done said that give them some, ladies. It's funny when you single, you say all that. What you gonna do when it's time for you to break them off? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, look. So I'm curious though, Trey. I'm curious right now.
Okay, talk to me.
This is what I'm curious about. This is my curious. I'm about to talk about them. Do people that take bad selfies know that they take bad selfies, and would you tell them? They got 12 necks.
I can see
they hold the phone out, and they got 12 necks. And they think they look good. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell your friend that you take bad selfies?
And they sweat and they hair wild.
Look, I'm just saying, do you tell your friend, hey, your selfie game is off? Put the camera up in the air somewhere, because I used to be one of the people like, why the camera so high to make your face look smaller?
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta tell your friends, man, that, do you tell your friend? Tell us. Do you tell your friend their selfie game is terrible?
Now hold up. Now, how close is this friend?
I'm just any friend. I mean, you know them. I mean, even if that's to even make it harder when it's your friend you're closest to. Unless it's a guy. What if it's a girl?
It make it hard if it's a girl. But
you can call your boy and say, Trevor, dude, you the selfie king, ain't you?
Yeah, cut it.
Cut it. Like, you need to cut that out. But I call one of my boys and say, man, you the selfie king, ain't you? But when it's a chick, hold on, they don't know. And yes, I would tell them. Yeah, you know what? My mom, she might be right.
I don't know if I could tell them. That's hard.
It is hard because it's somebody I want to call right now. It's a couple people I want to say, hey, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
But that selfie game you gotta change it a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause you got 6 necks.
6. Oh,
6
Lord.
chins. 6 chins.
And you using the Android Note 1. So it ain't even it ain't even 4K.
He said, Andrew, I'm just saying. So I'm thinking about calling people, man, and just letting them know that, hey, man, look, and if my selfie game, I don't do selfies. So, but if I don't look, I had a person call me when I first started doing live videos, when I do my motivational speaking stuff, man.
Mm-hmm,
and I used to have my camera straight up.
Yeah.
You know, I used to have my camera straight up, and they told me, hey, Troy, do me a favor and turn your camera landscape so you can get a better view. He might have been trying to tell me, dude, because you look bad, because my camera was up under your chin and up in your nose, and it just was bad.
Yeah.
When I turned the landscape, it looked a little bit better. He said because you can see it on TV. Now I think he probably trying to tell me, do you look bad?
Yeah.
But that's the best that ever happened.
That's a good thing, though. At least they told you he was looking out for you. And
Yeah,
you might be looking out for the person that you tell them the selfie game about their selfie. And I might
call him. I might call and tell him about it.
Call him on the show.
Nah, I could call and say, hey, that's a battle ready to have. That's a fight, ain't it?
Now, the cuz in the comment section said, I'm definitely gonna tell my friend, and I hope they would tell me. You sound too peaceful, cuz.
Yeah, whatever. That's what. Yeah. What are they gonna call you?
Yeah. Now you want to know I got a just curious moment.
Yeah, go ahead, break it off.
I ain't had this my first just curious moment.
That's nice. This is the first time for everything right there, man. Hey, y'all, Trevor lit like a mug. This boy, look at his face. Dude drunk like
Hey, you want me to tell you what's bad about it?
What's bad about it?
What's bad about it is I'm tipsy and haven't drunk a glass. That should let you know my tolerance level.
They let you know you ain't eating no meat. You ain't eating no muscles.
Yeah.
You eat no meat and all that stuff.
Because I ain't got nothing blocking me from no bread or nothing.
Just drunk.
Well, it's the nighttime podcast, so guess what?
Yeah.
I ain't drinking orange juice and water. So
okay.
My just curious moment. Who lying?
Who said like who lame?
Who no? Listen, me and my homegirls don't have that kind of problems. Okay, so who lying? Who is lying in this just curious moment?
Yeah. Who is lying right now? Okay, that's true.
Tory Lanez went live yesterday. He said, I ain't never disrespected a woman, shot no woman. I ain't never slapped no woman, hurt no woman in my life.
But ain't nobody said who shot the then. Who shot the goddamn gun, man?
How was she twerking in 3 days and got shot in the foot?
Well, we know we got that point about this being shrapnel or whatever on the ground. It was, frack or whatever, glass or whatever. But the fact is, you're right, because how she twerking and back at it. You're right about that. But nobody is saying who shot who, though. Nobody is saying who shot.
Yeah, who got shot? Who? Yeah, they ain't saying. He basically telling on himself.
Yeah.
Who shot the gun? Yeah, and the foot got the most bones in the human body. The foot does, and if she was back twerking in 2 days, I don't think she been shot at all. My opinion. Yeah.
You don't think so, huh?
I don't think she been shot at all. But at the end of the day,
oh my God, dudes, young buck that got arrested in Sumner County. He up here in the city and got arrested.
Now, Young Buck is a lot of things I can say about Young Buck.
Well, hold on. So we're gonna play this right now. Hold on. Young Buck that got locked up in Hendersonville.
Play it, fam.
That boy that got oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, I just seen him at Sam's, man. I just seen him at Sam's Club.
He stay at Sam's.
It's both.
He said he stayed. You said it like you there shopping with him. He stayed at Sam's, man. I can't get him out of Sam's. But I just seen him at Sam's, and I seen him not too long ago. I said, man, Young Buck. He threw his hand up. I said, Buck, what's up, man? What's up, man? But he done had it rough, dog. He done been crying on the phone. All that got transvestites coming out. Here you go.
Now at 8:56, rapper Young Buck has been arrested in Sumner County. The sheriff's office says David Darnell Brown, known by his stage name of Young Buck, is jailed on several charges. Those include domestic assault and vandalism. The arrest comes days after investigators say his girlfriend was charged for firing a gun at him in Hendersonville.
Oh my God.
She was charged with reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. You can read that entire story on our website now, WKRN.
It's golly.
Now,
he up here throwing sheets and beds and everything else, man.
I got something to say now.
Go ahead.
Young Buck, they said his girl shot at him.
Yeah.
Was that a girl?
Oh, you didn't go there. God. That boy went there and said, was it a girl? I hope so.
Don't shoot at men now. That could have been one of them things shooting at him now.
That boy that said one of them. Look, when I seen him, he had the same chick with him each time.
Okay. He wifed up.
I don't know, man. But I heard him on the phone talking to the. He done had it bad, man. That's bad, boy. Dang.
Yeah.
Man. God. Okay. Look. So my next thing is this, though, man. Before we get ready to get up out of here, man, I gotta ask you this. This is what it is. This is what I'm curious about.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really all bad statistically that there's fatherless homes for black young men? Like we hear all the statistics, you know what I'm saying? But is it really bad statistically that fatherless homes in the inner city or African American homes? Is it really that bad? Because I'm gonna say the reason why I say this is this. Because you and myself, fatherless homes, fatherless household, and look, what are we doing now? You never been to jail before. I'm talking about prison.
No. I did 30 hours if I went crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I ain't never did none of this. I ain't never been in trouble. What I'm saying is that I wanted to be opposite of what my daddy was. So oftentimes the people I know that didn't have dads around them end up being better off than they were if they had dads with them.
It's hard for me to answer that question.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Now, me being in the household with my son has been a great experience so he can see what a father would look like. And I would hope my son wants to be like me. But the people I knew growing up in those inner cities with no daddy, they was like, I don't want to be like my dad. I want to be better.
That's true, because not having the father in your house will make you'll have the energy to want to have more if that's where your mind state is naturally at. But if you mentally torn and mentally hurt from it, then I don't know how you will react to it. But me not having a father in my home, it motivated me to want to do more. It made me feel like I had to take the man role at 13, 14 years old and be a provider. You know what I'm saying? By the father not being there. But
so by default, you wanted to be better.
Yeah, I wanted to be better early.
But I tell you, I got a lot of brothers and sisters, man, and they all know I love them. And hear me when I say this. The ones that grew up in my mama's house never been in trouble before. Everybody else got a record. With the exception of maybe one sister.
Yeah.
Everyone else got a record.
You see that comment?
Yeah, mothers need to pick better fathers. Guess what, though? Oftentimes, these people, though, that's having these fathers, they just ain't got no pull-out game. You hear what I'm telling you? Everybody I heard, they ain't picking them. Y'all, people be hooking up, and they end up. They're not fathers that's chosen. Their fathers just made a mistake.
Yeah, you got to make them put the duct tape on. If the pull-out game that bad, you got to put the duct tape on now.
But what I'm saying, but she made a good point. People got to pick better partners. But oftentimes, those partners are not, y'all didn't choose them. A lot of people didn't choose these partners. They just happen to just be, dang, I messed up.
Yeah.
I messed up.
Yeah.
I was curious about that, how that really, you know what I'm saying, how that worked out, at times, because it can go 50-50.
That's what I was about to say. But
because it's definitely fatherless homes would be terrible.
50-50.
They got fathers. You got some people that got dads in their house. They ain't want to be like their daddy at all. Like daddy in the house, they never even seen them. They probably beat their parents or beat their mother or whatever. They didn't want to be like that person.
That's true. That's true, fam.
Jimmy cussing everything. Look, she going in. Yeah.
She said, but
yo, you can control it all right. You just don't give it to him.
No, but they can go to
Walgreens.
If
you can't. Then you don't be letting nobody do raw either. That's what you can do.
Yeah, or go to Walgreens. They got that thing.
Go to Walgreens.
That thing is 20 years old. That whatever it is, I forgot. You know what I'm saying?
The dispenser?
No, the morning after.
Oh, so you going to Planned Parenthood on them?
No, but it ain't been 24 hours. It ain't got that far yet. It haven't been developed. You don't even know if it's been created yet. It's just it might not even touch. They might not even came together yet.
So the meiosis and metamorphosis ain't started, is what you said.
Yes, sir.
I don't condone it. You know, the best way to stay not pregnant is to be abstinent.
Yeah. That's true. That's
the best way. The best way. Okay, look. So let me ask y'all this then. Thou shalt love thy neighbor. Well, to what extent, though, Trail?
That's a biblical scripture.
That's biblical. What I'm saying is, to what extent should you keep loving your neighbor till it's like, okay, you got to stop. So you break it down. So meaning that what I'm saying is that people got to start going to work and doing stuff.
That's true.
And quit always looking for the opportunity of handout, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a benefit to be able to, like, it's like this. When have your neighbor ever came to you and asked for the Wi-Fi passcode?
But not.
And if they did, what would you say?
We don't got internet.
Well, all things are possible. You're right. God gave me the strength to be raised good men. That's true. That's sweet, Mom. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Look, I went to my neighbor before I asked for the Wi-Fi. I did. And guess what? My neighbor looked at me like, ha ha, and shut the door.
But
he's in a house that just got built. So I couldn't get him. I ain't had no internet. I ain't had nothing. So I had to use my phone, but my phone internet though it was going slow. It was terrible. And I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna go to the door and ask so-and-so was it Wi-Fi, we can use it. She said, no, you not. Because everybody Wi-Fi locked now. My Wi-Fi on lock.
Mine too. Got to. I went over no name.
I went over there to the neighbor and knocked on the door. He said, hey, what's going on, Troy? I said, hey, man, I just want to know. I got to get some things done real quick. You mind if I use your Wi-Fi password? Wi-Fi. And he said, and he just left it at that. And I said, okay, man, see you later.
I would have told him. I guess what I told you. I can't lie and say I don't got it. I say, if you won't use it, you got to pay my bill this month.
You're going to hit him with it.
What you would say?
I would have said, okay. I don't have no problem with that. My thing is this, though. When is there a time, though? When is it a time it's okay that we got to, like that neighbor looked at me and said, ha ha, you're funny. When is there a time that we got to, because he's telling me, why don't you get your own stuff, right? Get your own. It's not that I don't want it. I just didn't have it.
Yeah, because you can get it.
That made me think about, though, how we are when we're growing up. We always used to somebody say, give me something. Let me get something. And so you end up being handicapped, and that's all you do is always wanting something.
Can
you give me something? Can you give me something? Can I get so like when Trump mentioned last night, he said that because he didn't answer the question about what he's gonna do for the black community. He said, I've done so much for the black community. And he basically said how much money he's giving out.
He said, I'm Abraham Lincoln.
He said with the exception of Abraham Lincoln, which is kind of exception, meaning that he even above that. Because he gave out some money. He said, I give him more money to HBCU than any other person. Well, honestly, what the HBCUs got to do, I went to HBCU. We got to quit end up overextending stuff to where we always got to keep going back to every year Fisk asking for money.
Are they going to need help in 2030?
KC need money. Everybody need money. because we always talking about let's get money out, let's get more money, let's get more money. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go spend it, then I'm gonna get some more money.
Yes, sir.
When is the time that you gotta stop saying thou shalt, you shall know your neighbor, but for how long?
Yeah. We're gonna always need some money. We always messing up the money.
Are we overextending ourselves? Is what I'm saying.
We definitely overextending ourselves by always asking and not being of any substance. At the end of the day, we're not being of any help when we always asking for something. What you doing with what I gave you last time? What'd you do with that $1,200 when I gave you $1,200 stimulus package? That's people waiting on that other $1,200. What'd you do with the first $1,200? I know you got a pair of Jordans on.
Or I got a new camera for that live you're gonna do.
Yeah, I got one of them.
No, but let me ask you this. Why is it I got two, and then we're gonna go to remember when.
Okay.
Why, Trevor, do you walk away from a fight? Would you walk away from a fight?
Yeah, because I really ain't never had a fight in my life, to be honest.
Would you walk away? Because why is it the fact that when we walk away from a fight, you remember back in the day when Dare was around, they say it's bigger, be the bigger man and walk away. You know what I'm saying? Be a bigger man and walk away. Stop being greedy. Once you do the right, do right, more will come. That's true. But what I'm saying is that, so why when people actually turn around and walk away, you a punk?
Oh, God, that's crazy. That's a real good question. I don't know if I can answer that, but it's an ego. People always think that.
Yeah, go ahead.
People always think that they need to defend their tough character, their exterior. But at the end of the day, you don't have to defend your exterior because you walked away. It's going to make your interior feel good that you walked away and you didn't have to move a muscle. You know what I'm saying? You mentally stronger by walking away. You mentally damaged if you got to defend your ego. Your ego ain't who you are at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And some people feel like, oh, this is making me look bad. Can't nothing make you look bad. My opinion, nothing can make you look bad. It's just that I don't know, perception, basically.
Now I understand, like my mom just said that when someone, if it come to your babies, so you defended somebody, that's different. I'm talking about you personally. If you got smacked in the face, you don't feel like fighting. I don't feel like fighting nobody. You end up walking, man, I ain't got time. I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
All the times I've discovered that if you're the person to walk away, you're probably more crazy than the person that actually hit you. When you walk away, the person that got that undid something, they like, oh, do something. You ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then somebody turn around and knock him out.
And that's the truth, because if you react, you might go to prison for 25 years.
Yeah, when you start thinking about it, maybe what if you calculated all your mind about, I don't feel it. Because when you can either, growing up in a prodigy, okay, you can do this. You can either fight this one person, knock him out. You gotta fight all other 12 of the other people that's gonna come. It's just like in the streets when you shoot somebody. If you were to shoot, if allegedly someone was to shoot someone, somebody typically gonna try to say, "Oh, we riding. We done seen boys in the hood.
We all riding.
We all ride. Don't even know what happened. Don't know the story or nothing. So, so you can calculate it. You can break it all down. Oftentimes, like you said, you can go to jail. I got a sister one time. This woman hit her car. Her babies was in the car.
Yes, sir.
She cussing the white lady out.
Yes,
It's nothing that black people do. They calculate when it come down to different people that don't look like them either. Cuss the white lady out. The white lady said, I wish she would put your, they get up in your face. I wish she would put your hands on me. Guess what happened? She knocked out. She went to sleep.
Crazy.
Down, everything. But then guess what? The police came and picked her up. Because she left the scene. I didn't know. Did you know that you can actually somebody can put a report out on you? And that's something I just learned. Put a report out on you and they take you to jail. Literally, because somebody put you, they say, hey, you did it. and you got to prove yourself innocent. Then you got to pay bond and all other stuff. If you're innocent, then you don't get charged for the stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Somebody can say that you did anything. You can do anything. You killed a little boy. You was in the house playing games, but you got to prove that you was in the house playing games. You can do it. It's anything, fam. That's ridiculous too, though. But that's a true statement. What you just said.
But what I'm saying is that she could have walked away. Though, is what I'm saying. She could have walked away.
Yeah.
Let that woman do all that yapping she was doing.
But she chose not to.
She chose not to. Knocked the woman out. Put her to sleep. She went to jail.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
And now, since you say that, is it worth the mental stimulation that you're gonna get? Like it's like a reward that I reacted back.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth the reward to go to jail for that amount of time? It's not. That's not worth it to me.
That's what my said. She said, "Would you fight for?" It doesn't depend on what you're fighting for. If you're fighting for nothing, just like you said, to prove your ego, or you fighting really to defend yourself. Like this guy got me in danger. Because look, nobody's fighting no more.
Yeah.
I mean, you straight shooting. I'm straight. Just shoot.
Yeah.
I'm too old to be fighting.
Shoot. We're in the South. That thing illegal.
Just shoot. Man, that's. I just always want to know, like, why we do things so backwards sometimes, man. In culture, if you make good grades, you're a nerd. Nobody like you. But then they want to be like you when you get older. You make all the money.
That's true. That's a true statement.
If you walk away from a fight, you're a punk.
That's
now, it depends on what situation is. Like you said, if somebody put you in, you got to fight or flight. That's different. I'm talking about when somebody doing something and you like, I'm just going to walk away from this.
And that's what need to be done. If you're not defending yourself, you need to walk away because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth getting in that trouble. It just ain't worth it, man. And you don't know how you will react. You might react in a way that could get you a life sentence.
Yeah, I done seen people that knock somebody out, hit the head on the concrete. I didn't see him. I was told about it. The person hit the head on the concrete, on the edge of concrete, almost died. The person almost had life. How they defended themselves. Slide out there, man. When you older, man, you can't do a lot of stuff when you was younger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But we got to react differently.
Yeah, that's what somebody just said. I used to be that one. Used to be that way, but now I react differently. What you mean used to be that way? You used to knock people out or be the one to knock somebody out? Then what was you doing? What was you like?
Cuz was about it. That's what she was.
Is that right? No, this somebody, I don't know. It don't have the face on there, the name.
That's
so I don't know.
Jim's sister.
Oh, that's okay, it's a sister.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's family. Yeah.
Let me see. So let me ask you this right here, then, Trell. I'm gonna ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all this right here. Why is it okay for us to discuss other people's money and their relationships? But when it come to you discussing it or that person discuss their stuff, it's off limits. Prime example, we'll talk bad about counting somebody else's money. Oh, so-and-so now make this much money. So-and-so make this much money. So-and-so make this much money. But then they say, how much you make? It ain't important. Don't be worried about what I do.
I don't know. Is that a habit or is that something that I don't know, fam?
Or like they say, you heard about so-and-so, right? You heard what he did with his wife, or they broke up, or they this and that, and then you try to get ready to say something about yours. You don't need to know about mine.
I never been the gossip type of individual, but that's a real good question because at the end of the day, when we're in the black communities or we're in neighborhoods where we live close proximity to each other, everybody knows everybody business. Everybody talking about everybody, but they ain't talking about it to you. And then when people want to know about your business or whatever, you shut them down. That's a good question. But I never been that type of person to talk about people. I used to walk away with them because I didn't want to get hurt or hurt somebody, have to react like what we was talking about.
I mean, because somebody saying, like we'll talk about somebody, like you ever heard of multi-level marketing, right? Mm-hmm. People always say, man, you should come to this meeting. You can do this. So-and-so made this much money. Then I asked the question right here, but how much did you make? Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah, because you spent some money.
Not only that, you probably ain't making no money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's when it comes, we can talk about everybody's stuff, talk about everybody's situation, but man, we ain't,
yeah.
Nobody can say nothing.
And
I don't understand that.
When people go to those multi-marketing things or whatever, they spending money to go there and ain't made a coin.
Ain't made a dollar, but they telling you about how much the person that invited them make though. So-and-so, he quit his job.
That's a suit. That's a suit.
Yeah, he worked 14 jobs and he quit. Now he just worked this job. He made $600,000 last month. How much you make?
I don't like being sold on stuff neither. Don't sell me. Don't sell me on nothing. So at the end of the day, that's basically selling you on the question that you asked. That's basically selling you on negativity about another person. They made this and that. And you see little John over her house the other day, she was cheating and you know what I mean? But then they ask you about you and what you had somebody in the car, you don't want to talk about it.
You're Bird feeling and doing all the other stuff, but you ain't want to say nothing. You in the car with the he she.
Young buck style.
But you talking about Buckner, but then you ain't talking about your situation. Well, I'm saying, why they keep to talk about everybody else stuff? That's why I try to keep my book open. The book I keep it open. My wife and my mama tell me you can't be doing that. You know, but the thing, if I'm gonna be willing to talk about somebody and they stuff, I gotta be willing to say. But that's why you gotta make sure your book is clean too, though.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Okay, look, last one on this part, and it's almost in the relationship column.
Okay. Talk to me.
Why do people get mad when the football player go get the white girl?
Because at the end of the day, speaking from the black woman perspective,
I wish a black woman would call in on their own. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, they don't love us no more, do they?
We over protecting them. They talk about we protect them all the time.
Look at that bottom. Call in 615-745-9438. It also say support the show. Cash out. 2 brothers from C Hill.
Yeah, so we gonna, we trying to buy these t-shirts so we can start giving them out to folks.
Yeah. And then I was gonna give away something this week, but I don't know if y'all love us that much now. I want to feed the people now. I want y'all to take your man on a date. If you're listening to the show, I was gonna, put a little money up so you can go to Chili's or Fridays or get you a 2 for 2 or something. Now
he said he was doing that now. That's what I'm talking.
No. Troy was gonna help me now.
But what I'm saying, look, the reason I brought that up is because this right here. Many people may not know Frederick Douglass' story. We know Frederick Douglass. Do they know the story? At the end, Frederick Douglass ended up getting him a white girl. Yeah. Hold on a second. Somebody calling in. Let's see what we got going.
Okay.
Is this Jim or Jim? Oh, snap.
What's up, fam?
Where the hand clap at? I gotta give her a hand clap because she done. Oh, where my hand clap set? Let me see.
How you doing tonight, cuz?
There it is. She called in.
I'm good.
Talk to us. What you got to talk to us about?
The kids in the bed. Listen, I don't care if he go out and get a white girl, a Japanese girl, as long as he happy. Listen, I am a black man. I am a black woman, but I'm just saying, to me, love is love. Like, I'm not gonna hate on. We hate on each other too much. Females do, and that black females especially hate on each other. But I'm not trying to hate on the next person because that's blocking my blessing. Go do you. I'm not trying to get my blessing blocked because I'm hating on the next person.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I gotta say, somebody asked where the cash app at. I'll just update it. It's 2 Brothas Podcast. Sorry, it had 2 Brothers from C Hills on there. It's 2 Brothas Podcast. Appreciate you, whoever that is on there, dropping that for us, man. God dang.
2 Brothers Podcast.
Jim and Jim said she don't care. You ain't trying to block nobody. Trying to block nobody blessing. That's what you're saying. You ain't trying to do that.
No, she said she ain't trying to block her blessing.
You trying to block?
I ain't trying to get my blessing blocked. But I ain't trying to block somebody else's blessing either. Like, that's what they want. That's what they love. Go ahead, go and do that.
Well, you just said a key thing. What if it's not what they love? It's the fact that's what they see all the time.
Well, now that's something different now. No.
I understand because what happened, like Frederick Douglass, like, he ended up in his latter years, because, he did a whole lot of stuff for black, what we tried to do, make sure things was happening. He got with a white lady near the end of his years when his first wife died or whatever. And the thing, I think that he was always out there and about, he ended up being in circles where he seen a lot of white women all the time. And other time, these football players, people like that, they probably are in the atmosphere, surroundings all the time where they see people, Caucasian persuasion all the time. So, or different people in the room that black women just ain't in.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. They either You either grow up all black or you grow up white. You don't grow up with no mix. Okay.
If
you think about,
break that down.
If you think about Knoxville's demographic, you either
there's a lot of
go
mixed
to
folk in Knoxville.
Right. You either go to Alton East at the all black school, or you go to the other however many schools there is, and they use the minorities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at LeBron. His wife is black because why? That's who he was around. That's who he grew up with.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, to me, it looks like it's not that that's what they're around and that's what they see now. No, that's what they grow up with. Like you are who you grow up with.
But I know some folk. But Jim,
kids.
Now I done seen some folk that's black that grew around black folk, but they get the snow money.
Well, and then sometimes they just like, the grass may be greener on the other side, folks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to let them be. Okay, I get it.
But at the end of the day, we all humans. At the end of the day, that's what matters. I got to look at it from the perspective of all. Before
of course.
break it down.
But I'm around white 24/7, so I can't. I'm not bashing on nothing. I'm just about the fact about because I love when I see black a male and a female together when they in professional sports or when they're known celebrities or something. Because okay, I like that.
Okay, I got a question. Why Jim and Jim on
right
the phone?
now? I like that too. I like that too, Troy. Like I'd be like, oh, I see
you. Yeah. It's like a okay.
Now I got a question for both of y'all. It's gonna be funny though. I ain't serious. I ain't taking it serious. What if you see a black man with a white transsexual?
How you know what they are? They showing you? How you know? What they gonna show you or something?
I know. I can look and tell. I know.
It's more than the Adam's apple. I done seen people, women with some thick throats.
But what's your thoughts on that though? The black.
I don't know how to tell them apart. So I mean, shoot. Again, I say if they happy, if that's what they want, hey, do you? I ain't in that bedroom.
That's what's up, then. That's what's up.
But before you, Jim, you gotta answer this one thing. Are you secure enough that you don't have to look into your man's DMs?
Yeah, I told you that. I'm commenting. I'm secure enough. I don't look at his DMs. I don't look at his phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
At one point, we wasn't even friends on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you say that though.
Yeah, you're right.
While we were in a relationship.
Why was that though? Why was that? Why were y'all one friend on social media?
Oh, you gonna have to ask him that.
Oh, did he? Oh, because he didn't send you the friend request first, or you didn't send him the friend request?
No, we were actually friends before we were in a relationship together, and I think he assumed that I had posted something about him, and he got mad, and he dropped me as a friend, and I was like, well, you know what? I hold grudges, so no, I ain't gonna be your friend.
That's what's up.
Social media almost is just if somebody defriend you, it's almost like, oh, for real? Okay.
You ain't my friend in real life.
Yeah, right. Now some people take social media too serious. I don't like. No.
Cool. Well, Jim, appreciate you. Appreciate you always supporting us. Appreciate you always showing us love.
Oh yeah, y'all family.
All that, and just keep doing your thing. Hope you're enjoying your Amazon Fire too. She was our first person to win one. Her and Brittany.
Oh yeah, I am. I love it.
Nice. All right, dude.
Thank you, cuz. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, Trey, that was good. So now let's hit to the remember when, man, before you end up falling over. Let's get in there.
Same glass, a whole 2 hours. Lord Jesus. Okay. I got to make an announcement before you know what I'm saying, we do the remember wins. My nephew Easy, he just dropped his new video, world premiere, Solid. It's banging. It's the most streamed song on his album. It's directed by Z Taylor. And your boy is featured in the video.
Okay.
Your boy is featured in the video. Zach Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And it's doing numbers already. That's what's crazy. And okay, so
all right. Okay.
Check that out. And my
I need somebody solid
on my team. I need somebody solid on my team.
There it is.
I need somebody solid on my team. 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 I got the stillest pain just running through my veins.
All right, we got just in case they try to block us. You know how.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on all platforms. They might try to block us on there. But either way, check out either.
Check them out.
Remember when right quick.
My remember when is, you remember, like, I don't know if it was the mid 90s, early 90s. All the basketball courts in the neighborhoods we grew up in, they used to be jumping. Like when the summertime hit, the basketball courts used to be jumping. People used to pull their cars up, play the loud music while the courts was packed. Somebody would bring that grill up, start cooking. All the honeys.
Yeah, they bring it up. Bring the grill up.
Bring the grill up. They know everybody's sweating and hungry, so they gotta sell wings and burgers out there. And the girls used to have their Daisy Dukes on. That's what we used to call them.
Yeah. Doodle girl. I got you.
So they had the Daisy Dukes, but what happened to the basketball court?
Oh, they took the goal out. They done left the court there. The goal is gone. They got the goal up with no backboard with no rim.
Backboard and concrete. That's all it is. Lord,
hey, too much trouble, man. Too much trouble. Too much. All that. Remember when the goal didn't have no net? So you had to put the chain, or it just was nothing under there. It was just a rim.
And we'll hoop all day. 8 hours.
All day.
Yeah.
All day. You better not foul nobody either. You better not foul.
You drink a gallon of Gatorade, eat a box of Little Debbie's, and be hooping all day.
eat some hot fried chips.
All that right there. In your backpack.
Look, all right, let me ask you this. Do you remember back in the day, the time when people used to get hickeys? I'm talking about people sucking dirt off folk neck.
Look like you got stung by a bee.
That's what I'm talking about. Like people be like, "Ooh, the old girl got them hickeys, don't you?" Like when you think about it now, like that was nasty.
Yeah.
Why you sucking dirt? Are you a vampire sucking dirt?
Sucking blood up out your neck.
Yeah, look, and then don't let it be somebody dark skin on him, somebody that's blue.
Yeah. You done sucked them purple.
I mean, but I was like, you might see somebody, you say, "Oh, snap. Also got the hickey on the neck." That's just nasty. I just think about how nasty that was, man. People getting hickeys on their neck.
Hickeys on their neck. That is nasty now. That is nasty. And that was a sign of that for a man, for his girl to walk around with a hickey and we was in high school, middle school, that meant you got nasty. And that was you know what I mean? That was a trophy. That, you know what I'm saying?
You went in the bag, didn't you?
You got it in your bag. You put a hickey on. Okay, fam. You know what I'm saying?
The hickey on there. Okay, look at him.
Now I gotta remember when for you, fam.
Okay.
When you was young, was $100 ever like $100 when I was 8 to 10 years old was $1 million? Did you have that feeling when you got your first $100?
Oh yeah, dude. I stole $100 from my cousin who was selling drugs. Oh, yeah. I don't know what he was thinking. He threw a big old bag of money on the bed and he looked at me before he walked out the door. I guess he had to go make a run real quick. And then I seen that big old bag of money. And I took $100 out. Guess what? I went to the store to buy at Kelly's. This is why I lived in the Ville. Went straight to Kelly's and bought a box of Debbie cakes.
And still had $99.
It still had $99 left. With the school balling, giving out people. I was on safety patrol at school.
You had the juices, the cookies, and everything.
I'm giving everybody $1. The little girl I used to like, give her $1. They thought I was balling.
Yeah.
You're right. $100 back in the day was the truth.
$100 was $1 million to a 10, 11-year-old.
Yeah.
You was rich. You was rich forever.
Yeah. You balling.
You wouldn't go broke for a month. You have money for a month. Ice cream and everything that you wanted didn't cost no more than 50 cents.
Just back in the day, you gonna get your hot dog for $2 hot dogs for $1.
Yeah.
50 cents, your little orange jungle juice, and get some chips.
Nachos $1. Peanut butter cookie. Yeah, everything
Dude,
was $1. Even the burgers was $1.
Do you remember? That's one thing I do remember about Knoxville back in the day. Getting a hoagie at the corner store.
Knoxville got the best hoagies in the world.
Look. Not only that, we the only ones that call them hoagie. When I moved to Nashville, like, hey, where you got some hoagies? What's a hoagie?
I haven't heard that neither before.
You never heard of a hoagie before?
Nah, I'm talking about since I've been outside of Knoxville and be traveling.
Yeah, nobody say hoagie. No, so like when you go to the corner store and get the brown bread, get the brown bread. I ain't know what's called wheat then. It's brown. Give me the brown
pumpernickel bread. That's what it's really called, pumpernickel.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you up there, then you pumpernickel. But then you up there, do you want it steamed? She's steaming it for you.
I know where you went to got that hoagie.
Which one? By Christian Bird. Not Vols Market.
Vols Market had the best Philly chicken sandwiches in the world on brown bread.
Big orange big orange drink had the best Philly chicken. Philly cheese.
And that's right down from Christianburg.
Yeah, no, not Big Orange, but the gas station though, that's down for Christianburg.
That gas station was on fire with their chicken wings too.
I'm talking about. Look, the gas station. I only knew delis at gas stations. Now you go to. I would never eat out of a gas station ever again right now, unless I'm in Knoxville.
You want me to tell you what happened the last time I went to Knoxville? I took my girl to there. This was just her second time coming to Knoxville, and Gus's is legendary in Knoxville.
Oh, Gus's, dude, they got there, of course. Get you some fries. You used to be on the strip. Get your little money from Line of Hups. Go to Gus, get you a hamburger, fries. Go to arcade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You done spent $20 on a burger and a whole box of fries and a Gatorade, though. Oh,
yeah, you're right. But everything you made from lineups is gone. But look, do you remember? This is my last thing. Don't remember when, and we out. And unless you got something. Back in the day, though, you used to before calculators and stuff was on the cash register. Being able to be promoted to be on the cash register was like a real promotion back in the day. You know why?
Why is that?
Because you had to be able to count that money back.
Yeah, you was playing with the money.
You playing with the money, and you had to be able to count the money. My mama didn't have a high school diploma or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Was a beast on the count back on the money.
She knew about that money.
To this day, you can give her $20 and you buy something that's $16.42. She'll give you correct change back.
She'll go on and get you $3.57.
Get back at it. Look, you hit it up. Look, you calculated it up real quick. Let me tell you, when I used to sell lineups, or when I used to sell Cokes, you remember back in the day, Cokes in the gas. This before everything went to like whole numbers. Cokes back in the day was $1.50. Hey, pissed off because you bet the game. You up there walking up down the stadium, you hot yelling Cokes, and then somebody say, if somebody didn't give me $2, and I gotta count, 50 cents, I get back to you.
Yeah.
But if they say I want the change back, I'm stumbling.
Yeah.
They give me $20. Say, I want one Coke. Okay. Yeah. Now we get it. But back then I would have been lost. Come on, I go on the go. Another dude say, give me 3 Cokes. Give me 4. So now I'm up here counting, looking lost.
$6.
Looking lost.
And then they want a hot dog with it.
Yeah, look, then they just say, just keep the change. Because I'm up there stuck.
Yeah.
So I give, if without my calculator, dog, I'm done. So I thought about that the other day because when I think about it now, when people getting their cash back, first of all, I ain't touching cash no more night. I ain't touched cash, I don't know how long with the corona going on. I'm really just using all card.
Yes, sir.
When I see somebody counting the cash back, she looked at the register and said, oh, okay, 1642. She looked at the register counting it back. And I'm thinking like, man, people in the hood back in the day, they ain't got no high school diplomas, they ain't got no college degrees, no nothing, but they used to be able to count that money back like it was nothing.
Because they depended on it more. And like, I didn't know money that well growing up, but when I got into the illegal lifestyle, it made me a wizard with money. Like, you can't say, you can throw a number at me right now and say it, and I'll be able to respond back in 5 seconds. I don't care what it is.
I bet I could, just any number.
Any number.
1733 on the $20 bill. 1733.
So what you gonna get back?
Yeah.
$2.67.
Look at his face, dead serious, ain't it? The face dead serious. Look at him, dude. I bet you probably know how much money weigh, don't you?
How much money what?
How much money weigh? So if somebody gave you a bag, like somebody say I got 250,000, you probably knew how much.
I could feel it. I could feel it. I don't know how much it weigh, like, but I feel it. I'll be like $200 short.
Yeah, that's $200. you done broke it down that you $200 off.
Yeah, that's a little light. That bag a little light, man.
I can tell it's $200 off. Okay. Well, look, man. Hey, we want to give a shout out to our boy Queese for looking out for us. We want to give a shout out to everybody on here commenting that's been with us the whole 2 hours. We pulling the Joe Budden because we trying to get the analytics. So when we out here get the thing going, we got to make sure we on point. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Scoop, for coming on. We're very appreciative. Thank you, Jim and Jim, for calling in. Thank you, Mom, for staying on. And
then thank you to that person who gave the cash out though.
That's family.
Oh yeah, look. So that right there, Trevor gonna end up sending that right back with this shirt we're gonna get. We got shirts coming up soon.
That's right.
We're gonna have some shirts coming. We already got some hats getting worked on. 2Brothas make some moves, man. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all, man.
We holler.
We like Queen and Slim, not Jada and Will. This is way too real. Stay on the hustle. You will never have to second guess if I love you. We live lavish. Them boys in your past was practice. You with the flyest now.